Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. So today is The Walking Dead issue 187 review. This one is titled The Road Back. Now, if you don't remember last month's issue, it was where Michonne had brought Pamela Milton to have a talk with Rick and Dwight, and it all went pear-shaped from there, sadly resulting in Dwight's death by the hands of Rick Grimes. And now we're going to see what Dwight's death the effects of his death are going to affect the Commonwealth and the future going forward. Now, I opened up this issue and it starts off with Pamela explaining, calling a little meeting between her community, saying that there was an assassination at the late hours, last evening, in the early hours of last evening. There was an assassination attempt and Rick Grimes had saved her life. Now, I do wonder, she goes on to say, look, Rick Grimes, I would like Rick Grimes to say some words. So he has a bit of a chat saying, I know these are difficult times, and I know that people might be starting to take sides. Obviously Mercer wants Pamela to go. It's all going downhill from there. We cut to Magna and Sadiq, Magna wants Sadiq to go to the Commonwealth, wants to go back, and Magna says, look, Rick's been gone too long, you need to go there and see what's happened. So I feel like everything is starting to I know we've entered a new volume now. This is now the start of volume 32. I do just worry about the future, because I feel like the Commonwealth is going to have a massive battle by issue 200. Or maybe at issue 200, we don't know. We've still got 13 issues before issue 200, so who knows? Dun dun dun. Princess and Mercer have a bit of a chat. Princess decides to leave. We get a bit of backstory on Princess a little bit more. Yes, she had a brother, but she explains how she had a mother, her dad left when she was really young, and then her mum married again. And he had a son, and they were abusive to her. They'd beat her up. They'd completely just tie her up and abuse her, which is dead awful. They should have became walkers, and I hope they died slowly. But sadly, Princess is she's better off on her own. And which, sad as that may be, Mercer tries to convince. Mercer was like, "Is there anything I can do to talk you out of it?" And she went, "No, I don't think so. But you were nice, but no." We get a little bit more of Lydia and the new guy Joshua. If you don't know who Joshua is, he was part of the Whisperers, or he was in a Whisperer group with Beta after the whole Whisperer war, and then Beta had a small group of Whisperers, and then his sister and his their parents. So yeah, it's they get a bit of backstory, but then Carl, and I kind of knew this was coming, but eventually we now get a bit of tension between Lydia and Carl because of Sophia. And Lydia just thinks, oh, you love Sophia now, you don't love me at all. And Carl explains, look, okay, Sophia and I grew up together. Yeah, they started in Atlanta. It's in the comic series, it's only Rick, Carl and Sophia from the original Atlanta group now. But obviously Carl's there's an understanding between us because we're both monsters, and Lydia gets upset because Carl thinks she's a monster. She runs out. And is this over for Carl and Lydia? Is it all over? Cut to Mercer just taking out walkers like an absolute badass. Laura, Dwight's still alive girlfriend, I would say, just says, look, I know we don't know each other, but I can't help but notice that you've got a lot of steam to blow off. So he knows that he's frustrated with Pamela's ways, and he's taken out on the walkers. We do a lot of jumping in this issue. They cut to Rick and Michonne, just saying, look, everything's fucked. But obviously they're saying, look, a man is dead, Michonne. And she goes, I know, and I'm saying that was inevitable. That guy was far beyond his third strike, and I do believe that, because Dwight, yeah, he killed Abraham back in issue 98, but he's, like, ever since after All Out War, he's been a bit unstable. Obviously, yeah, he helped with the Whisper War, but with the whole Negan and Sherry situation, that's what drove him over the edge. So Sadiq arrives at the hilltop and says to Maggie, look, we need people to go to the Commonwealth. Who's coming with? Jesus and Aaron decide to go. I think Maggie as well goes. So obviously they want to check this place out, see if it lives up to its expectations. So yeah, even Carl decides to go to the Commonwealth, and Lydia stays behind. But obviously they now reconcile, saying, look, you looked at me, you got me to expose my shot eye. But Lydia goes, I'll happily be that kind of monster for you, which is true love in the end of the world. So I understand why they love each other. And we get our final cut to the Commonwealth changing rooms, because that's a change of pace and somewhere we'd like to go. But then Mercer was like, oh, when was the last time we ever had a good day? This is all Pamela's fault. Who's sick of risking their lives for Pamela and her friends? Everyone's just quiet because they don't want to stand up. They don't want to stand with her. He's like, I thought not. Why do we live like this? There's all of us, and none of, like, we have the experience to kill people and walkers. They don't. We can kick them out. But then, probably the best shocking revelation I've had in a while. Lance Hornsby, the dickhead we met at the start of New World Order, the first man of the Commonwealth Authority that we knew, catches him in the act and says Pamela Milton will be disappointed by what has happened. Oh, and that's the end of the issue. Now we've got to wait till February to get the next issue. Now, I'll admit there was a lot of jumping around in this issue, and to be honest, I'm still not over what happened in the last issue. So, who knows what's going to happen next? I know we've got the cover for issue 189 looks devastating, and it looks promising because there's an explosion and there's people from Alexandria, Hilltop, Kingdom and Sanctuary with guns, so could they be going to war? I just want to read the next issue now, but hopefully you guys did enjoy this review. I know it's not much, it's just me going through the issue and breaking it down for you, but again, not a lot of people can go to comic book stores and buy the issues, so I'm just here to help. But honestly, I'd say this issue is a solid 8 out of 10. Like, there is still room for improvements, but obviously we've got so many characters to look out for. They have to do these jumps, and you want to get into the nitty gritty bits. That's all I have to say. You want to get into the right juice of it all. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and a comment in the comment section below. Please subscribe if you haven't done already. We're trying to hit 10,000 subscribers for before the new year, even though the year has just started. But I will see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.